is not about where you start. It's about doing better every day. Being born poor is not your fault. It's just the starting point of your story. But choosing to die poor, unfulfilled, and without growth is a decision that you make every single day through your actions or inactions. Life is not about being lucky or having privileges handed to you. It's about doing better little by little, day by day. The problem isn't poverty. It's the mindset that accepts poverty as destiny. The rich keep getting richer because they build systems, they learn constantly, and they refuse to settle. On the other hand, many people accept struggle as their identity instead of seeing it as a phase. It's time to stop struggling blindly. Direction matters more than speed. Don't just work hard, work smart. Build yourself. Learn new things. Seek opportunities. Improve your mindset. Poverty might be loud, but your growth must be louder. You can't control where you were born, but you can control who you become. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, started from a humble beginning in Hangzhou, China. He failed his university entrance exam twice. He was rejected by 30 jobs, including KFC. He applied to Harvard 10 times and was turned down every single time. But not once did he let failure become a full stop. Instead, he treated failure like a comma, a pause to learn, a pause to reflect, and a pause to improve. He kept doing better every day. He once said, "Never give up. Today is hard. Tomorrow will be worse. But the day after tomorrow will be sunshine." That's the kind of belief that turns poverty into power. That's the mindset that takes you from no chance to global influence. The key isn't perfection, it's progression. Like Jack Ma, your journey doesn't have to be smooth. It has to be consistent. Progress is made when you refuse to stay down after failure. Learn from each setback, adapt, and rise. The richest journeys often begin with empty pockets and a determined heart. Poverty tries to pull you down. Don't let it win. Poverty isn't just financial, it's mental. It whispers in your ear, "You're not enough. This is your limit. Be realistic." It makes you doubt your potential and drown in excuses. But you've got to be stronger than that voice. Just because you're poor today doesn't mean you are poor in value. One of the biggest traps people fall into is believing that wealth is only about money. In reality, wealth begins in the mind. Stop telling yourself you're not smart enough to be successful or happy. Intelligence is not defined by your past or your marks. It's defined by your hunger to learn, your curiosity, and your willingness to grow. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, not those who drain your energy. Learn from people doing better than you, not just in income, but in discipline, in mindset, and in growth. When you build your mind, your world changes. Change starts from the inside out. Jack Ma once said, "If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure." That's exactly how you overcome the poverty mindset, by refusing to let it win. Jack was often underestimated. People told him his ideas wouldn't work. When he introduced the idea of Alibaba, most of his friends thought it was ridiculous. But Jack didn't let the doubts of others cloud his vision. He didn't listen to poverty's whispers. He focused on opportunity's call. He believed in the power of innovation, collaboration, and perseverance. He surrounded himself with people who had vision, even if they didn't have credentials. He believed in passion over paperwork, in attitude over academics. And look where that mindset took him. It didn't matter where he started. It mattered what he believed and how he acted on that belief. You have the same ability to silence that inner poverty and to speak growth, belief, and purpose into your future. Fancy degrees don't matter. Action does. Too many people think a degree guarantees success. But let's be honest, how many people with fancy degrees are still broke, lost, or stuck? A degree is only valuable if you have knowledge and the courage to implement it. Real success is not about what's written on your certificate. It's about what you do with your 24 hours. You need to be curious. You need to read, listen, ask, fail, and try again. Dreams will not work unless you do. That's the hard truth. Life rewards action. Your comfort zone may feel safe, but nothing grows there. No dream comes true without action and courage. Be a student of life. Learn from every moment. Build skills. Take responsibility. A degree can open the door, but only your attitude, execution, and consistency will keep you in the room. The question is not, what do I know? But what can I do with what I know? Jack Ma is a living testament to this truth. He once said, "I told my son, you don't need to be in the top 3 in your class. Being in the middle is fine as long as your grades aren't too bad. Only this kind of person has enough free time to learn other skills." That's the wisdom of action over academic obsession. Jack understood that schools teach knowledge, but life teaches wisdom. He believed in failing forward, in trying ideas that others laughed at and learning from every stumble. When people told him he didn't understand technology, he said, "That's why I hire smart people who do." Action doesn't require you to know everything. It requires you to do something, consistently and passionately. Jack Ma didn't wait until he had all the answers. He moved forward with what he had, learned what he needed, and took bold action. That's what made the difference. Don't let the absence of a degree make you think you're unqualified. The world doesn't need more degrees, it needs more doers. Patience, persistence, and strategic hard work is the real game. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, it's messy, it's full of failure. But every failure teaches you something. That's why smart people don't just work harder, they work smarter. They make mistakes, study them, and rise stronger. They're not just chasing money, they're building networks, developing skills, and increasing value. Don't be in a rush to get rich quick. Focus instead on becoming the kind of person success naturally follows. Plant seeds of consistency, patience, and persistence. Don't get discouraged if others are ahead. Everyone's journey is different, but what matters is your decision to keep going. Use failure as fuel, not as a final stop. Remember, hard work isn't just about long hours. It's about focused, strategic action that moves you closer to your goal. Think long-term, build deep roots, because when the storm comes, it's not the fastest that survives, it's the strongest. Jack Ma's journey was nothing short of relentless patience and strategic resilience. He built Alibaba with 18 friends in a small apartment. He didn't take a salary in the beginning. He reinvested into the business, trusted the process, and kept his eyes on the long game. Even when Alibaba faced losses and criticism, Jack stayed the course. He once said, "You should learn from your competitor, but never copy. Copy and you die." That's the mindset of a strategist, not just a worker. He understood that value creation takes time, that trust takes time, that building something meaningful requires the maturity to handle failures and the clarity to learn from them. His success wasn't built in a year, it was built in persistence over decades. When you think long-term like Jack, you stop chasing temporary applause and start building lasting impact. Challenge yourself daily and choose to break the chain. The choice to die poor or die fulfilled lies in your daily habits and your inner circle. If you surround yourself with lazy, negative people, you'll become one of them. But if you challenge yourself, push your limits, and walk with those who dream big, you'll rise. Every day you have 2 choices: stay the same or grow. Start small. Save, learn, connect, build. Don't try to do everything at once. Big wins are built from small wins, repeated every day. Remember the Wright brothers, they crashed multiple times before they flew. But they didn't quit. They kept learning. Your growth is not about competing with others. It's about becoming better than who you were yesterday. Poverty may have been the background you were born into, but it doesn't have to be the final chapter. You have the pen in your hand. You write the ending. Choose growth. Choose discipline. Choose greatness. Jack Ma challenged the norms of his environment. In a country where tech was just beginning to evolve, he dreamed of building the biggest online marketplace. He faced skepticism from friends, family, and experts, but he didn't let fear decide his future. He said, "We're never in lack of money. We lack people with dreams, who can die for those dreams." That's the kind of courage that breaks generational chains. Every morning, Jack woke up with the fire to learn something new. He challenged himself not only to dream big, but to dream globally. He didn't accept limitation. He believed that the internet could change the world, and he made sure he was part of that change. That's what you must do. Challenge your routine. Challenge your thoughts. Break the old patterns. Build new ones. In conclusion, Jack Ma once said, "You can be born poor, but dying poor is your choice." And he proved it with his life. Rejected from 30 jobs, including KFC, denied by Harvard 10 times, laughed at for his dreams. He still rose, step by step, with unshakable belief in himself. He didn't wait for perfect conditions. He created them. He didn't let poverty define him. He used it to refine him. That's your reminder today. Your background is not your barrier. It's your starting line. The world may doubt you. Doors may close. But as long as you keep learning, working smart, and never giving up, you write your own ending. Let your life be living proof that success isn't about where you begin. It's about where you decide to go. Start now. Start small. But never stop. Because you deserve more, and it's your choice to go get it. And in Jack's words, help young people. Help small guys. Because small guys will be big. Young people will have the seeds you bury in their minds. And when they grow up, they will change the world. So start with the small seed, plant it today, nurture it daily, and let your growth become unstoppable. If you found this video inspiring, please like, comment, and subscribe to Motivational Hub for more empowering content designed to elevate your journey toward success. Thank you.